I get asked all the time, what are braces do? I reference plumb braces, line braces. How do they differ and what do they do? Today, we're gonna go over that. If you can't comment right now and tell me the difference between this brace and this brace, stick around for the end of the video and by then you will know what both these braces do and what they're called. In construction, there's a few things that matter. We need to make sure our walls are straight. We need to make sure that our walls are plumb at the end, meaning straight up and down, and we have to build square. The way we achieve this is by framing all our walls in the ground, standing them up, and then putting braces up. This is the process of plumb and line. If you don't know or haven't seen what that looks like, iCard top right-hand corner, you can check out a video where we plumb and line a house. But I wanted to talk with you guys about two different types of braces, the two we use when framing homes. We have plumb braces and we have line braces. Both of these braces right here are perfect examples of a plumb brace. We have one going this way. That's gonna hold this wall right here, plumb at the end this way. This one here is gonna hold this wall plumb as well. When you have both of them combined, what that's gonna do is dial in your corner to where it's perfectly plumb both ways. The way we typically do a home is we'll frame all of our walls, stand everything up, and then we go through and get prepped for plumb and line. We'll brace everything all the way around, and then we go back through and plumb up this corner here. Get this brace good, get that brace good, and then we move on to the next corner. Work our way around the house and then work the inside. Oftentimes the material we use for bracing is either scrap 2x from when we form the foundation, or it's long stock 2x4 that we'll use later on for backing or any blocks we need. When we plumb and line, all the tops of our braces are already nailed to the top plate. We have one person with a plate level in the corner, checking for plumb that way, and then one person nailing. If we need to, we'll have another person on a push stick to push the wall in whatever direction it needs to go. Once the wall is plumb, we'll have whoever is nailing nail into the bottom plate and then into the king studs and a couple other studs just to lock everything in. When you run all your braces, you want everything to be on a 45-degree angle. That is the strongest brace you can put up. Sometimes you'll see people that have them super steep, they do absolutely nothing. If you're new to framing, chances are you don't know what size braces you need, but after a while of framing the same size walls, you'll know that on a 9-foot wall, you need a 12-foot brace. You'll order bulk 2x4 at 12 foot, and that's what you're gonna use for all of your bracing. If you wanna figure out how long your braces need to be, here's a quick way to do it. So we have a 9-foot rise, that's for our wall height. We have a 9-foot run, that's to make it a 45-degree angle, and we're gonna hit diagonal. 12 foot, 8 3/4. 12-foot braces work just fine. Now that's easy for 9-foot, but let's say you have 12-foot walls. We'll do 12 feet rise, 12 feet run, and hit diagonal. You need 16s to brace off. So now you know what a plumb brace is. It's always gonna go up against the wall, nail into the bottom plate, the top plate, and then studs throughout, and it's gonna hold the end of that wall plumb. Now you can see these braces here that don't go up against a wall. This one here, for instance, goes up against this stud and down to the concrete. The use of a line brace is to line a wall, make sure it's nice and straight. The way we accomplish this is by setting up blocks on both sides of the top of the wall, running a string line through. We'll have our line brace nailed up at the top, a block down into the concrete like you see here, and then we'll push the line brace in or out to get that line nice and straight all the way through. Put that on there. Yeah, it looks like it kinks. And that's the process of lining your walls. You're gonna make sure that you don't have any crazy bows that will reflect into your floor system or your roof above. We wanted to make sure that that back wall was as straight as it could get because we have a floor system dropping on. Everything the walls do, the floor above it is going to reflect. Now a plumb brace is nailed to the top plate and then nailed at the bottom plate and into some studs along the way. That's what keeps it locked in. A line brace though, you don't have a wall to nail into. Here's how you do it. On our line braces, we'll shoot down a 2x4 block into the concrete. If you're on a subfloor, you're on wood, you can just nail this down into a joist. We shoot our pins in with our Hilti DX36M. I'll have a link for that in the description down below. And then we pull or push this brace, and once it's good, we nail it here. That locks this in and prevents it from moving. So now you guys know the difference between a plumb brace and a line brace. You should be able to recognize which are which. Sometimes you will have a plumb brace that will act as a line brace. meaning it is to plumb up the end of the wall, but it's an intersecting wall that runs into an exterior. In that case, you need to line whatever exterior wall it is that it's intersecting to make sure that it's straight before nailing that plumb brace. But a plumb brace goes up against the wall and plumbs the end of the wall. A line brace, on the other hand, doesn't nail to the side of the wall. It'll nail to a block on the floor, and it's gonna line your long walls. You'll do that on all of your exterior walls to make sure they're straight, along with any bearing points to the center of the home. You want to make sure they're nice and straight because everything in your walls reflects into your floor or your ceiling. If you want to have a good time, rewatch this video and take a drink every time I say the word plumb. If you guys enjoyed the video, you enjoyed learning something new today, drop a like, subscribe button is down below. I do have a couple videos in the description down below where we're plumbing and lining a home. Go down there, check them out if you want to, learn the process, and while we're putting the braces up, identify which is which is the line brace, which is the plumb brace. That way you can get a little bit more educated when it comes to rough framing. Thank you guys for watching. We have many more topics to cover, such as cutting stair stringers, sheeting a floor. We're gonna get to all that and more soon. Catch you guys next time. Bang on.